Hello and welcome back, everybody. I am Latoya Davis and I am an educator here with the Family Place B Project. So to refamiliarize all of you with the Family Place, we are a domestic violence agency here in Dallas, Texas, with a mission to end relationship violence. And what I do at the Family Place, I work with the prevention program. So I have the pleasure of educating youth in my community on what it means to have a healthy relationship by empowering youth to be a part of the solution to end relationship violence. I secondly want to thank you so much for tuning in to our last video about what it means to be a true ally in today's society. And we hope you took the initiative to go out into your community and show some support to those different groups that are being discriminated against and being oppressed within our society. So for this video, we wanted to take some time to introduce to you what it means to have a healthy relationship, but more specifically about communication when conflict arises in relationship. Conflict is inevitable, especially in relationships, simply because you have different individuals with different opinions and thought processes engaging into a relationship with one another. So before we dive deeper into how to resolve conflict when it comes to communication, we're first going to introduce 5 key qualities about what it means to have a healthy relationship. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so what we have here are our 5 qualities of a healthy relationship. And as you can see, they do spell out a word. So this is an acronym. So we use CREST as a way to introduce these 5 qualities to also help individuals like yourself that are going to be learning these different things a way to remember them. So if you're like me, you probably use Crest toothpaste. So how I help our students remember what each of these stand for, I just kind of say, hey, if you use Crest and you want healthy and strong teeth, you should also use Crest in your relationship. So therefore you can have a healthy and a strong relationship. So next we're going to get into each of the different qualities by introducing them and kind of give you an example of what this may look like in a relationship. All right, guys, so to get started, we're going to start with the letter C in CREST. So the letter C in CREST represents the quality of communication. Communication is defined as the ability to be open and honest about what you want and what you need, but doing so in a respectful manner. I'm sure you can guess what the next letter in CREST represents because we just mentioned it. Yes, it's respect. So understanding that in relationships, we all have different opinions, different interests, but we even have different boundaries. So respect simply looks like making sure that you are respecting other people and allowing people to have different opinions, have different boundaries, have different interests without putting them down. Because at the end of the day, we all just want to be accepted. The letter E in CREST stands for equality. Now, everyone should be pretty familiar with the word equality because I feel like it's something that we're all constantly fighting for, especially in today's day and age. But when it comes to a relationship, equality is making sure that there is fairness and that each individual in the relationship is sharing an equal amount of power in the relationship. It's not one person having all the say-so and the other person doesn't. It's making sure both parties, or all the parties in the relationship, have a say-so on what goes, but also what doesn't go. Next in CREST, we have safety. Safety is so important. Nobody should feel uncomfortable about being in a relationship with someone because they fear that someone may physically, sexually, emotionally, financially, or emotionally harm them. So making sure that if you're in a relationship and you can't express yourself, you can't be open and honest with your partner, you can't be open and honest with your friends or with your parents, you might want to go to somebody else that you feel safe talking to and allow them to give you some advice or different suggestions on what you should do to move forward. So therefore, you can hopefully move from having a relationship that may seem a little unhealthy to making sure that it remains and becomes healthy again. We finally find ourselves at the letter T in CREST. T is something that I'm sure all of you probably guessed at this point, and it's trust. It's trusting that people are going to be honest with you. They're not going to lie to you. They're not going to betray your trust. But it's also trusting that when you set a boundary in your relationship, they're not going to cross that boundary. So now that we've reviewed all the different qualities in CREST, I want us to take a look at one quality in particular for the remainder of this video, and that quality is communication. So to review, we define communication as the ability to be open and honest about what you want and what you need. So I mentioned earlier in our video that conflict in a relationship is a little bit inevitable, which means that it's bound to happen, whether your relationship is healthy, unhealthy, or abusive. So next, what I want us to do is to go through 4 different skills that you all can utilize when conflict may arise in your relationship with the people that you love. After we review these 4 different skills, we're then going to move on to a video so you can see an actual demonstration of a conflict and an altercation that happened between 2 really close friends and kind of see these different skills acted out in that relationship. Because we know that conflict in relationships are always going to exist, it's very important that we learn to choose our words carefully, so therefore we don't come off as if we are being aggressive and attacking the person that we love. The letter S in our S.A.F E skills for building equal power through communication stands for staying calm. It's important for us to stay calm and be able to utilize some coping and calming strategies in order for us to remain cool, calm, and collected. Our next S.A.F E skill is asking questions. Asking questions will allow us to get to the root cause of the issue that is causing the conflict without us jumping to conclusions, and being able to listen to the other person in the relationship and understanding that maybe what we're arguing about is a misunderstanding. Any kind of conflict in a relationship can cause our emotions to run on high. That's why this next S.A.F E skill is extremely important. Finding out feelings will allow the other person to express to you how they are feeling about what's causing the disagreement, and then you will also have the floor to be able to express how you're feeling by being open and being really specific. Our last S.A.F E skill for building equal power through communication is exchanging ideas for possible solution. This skill will allow each partner in the relationship to talk about possible solutions and figure out together collaboratively as a partnership and as a team what works best for everyone so that everybody wins. Now that we're done reviewing the 4 S.A.F E skills for building equal power through communication, meet Latoya and Marissa, 2 best friends who have been best friends since 2nd grade, who are starting high school this year. But Latoya is super busy because she's a varsity cheerleader. Marissa loves that she's on the squad, but she really misses her best friend. Check it out and tell me what you think at the end. Is that the door? Let me go see if that's her. Yeah, that's the door. Hey girl, how you doing? Best friend, I'm good, girl. Come have a seat on the couch. So, I've missed you, best friend. What's been going on, girl? I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. Girl, that's because you haven't. You've been so busy with cheerleading that I feel like I haven't seen you in like forever. I miss my best friend. Girl, I know, like, I get so busy sometimes I forget to eat. You know how I get. You know your best friend likes to eat, so you know I'll be busy. But first game's next Friday. Can't wait for you to come out and see me, girl. You're gonna be super proud. Best friend. Girl, you know I'm already proud of you. The fact that you even on the squad and you know they win national titles. Girl, you did your thing. I'm proud of you, boo. Girl, I know, but it just feels different. It's not like in middle school. It's so different. Like, I got like Tina and Jackie and Caitlin and Vanessa. Like, girl, they're so dope, dude. Like, oh my God. I can't even believe I'm on the squad with them. Who is Jackie, Tina, Vanessa, and Caitlin? Never heard of them, girl. I never told you about them. Girl, those are my teammates. Duh. Girl, you know, we be on the squad together, and girl, they have been cheering since like 5 years old. So it's just like, it's so crazy that they think I am so amazing. Like, they're the ones that's amazing, girl. But yeah, girl, I love them. Girl, I guess if you finna be talking about them all day, girl, I can go home because that's not what I'm here for. Best friend. What's with the vibe that I'm feeling right now? What's with the attitude? Like, I just brought them up. Yeah, girl. You just brought them up. But I be seeing y'all little pictures on Instagram or whatever. Like, y'all cute or whatever. Marissa, best friend. Can you tell me why you are so upset about me even bringing them up or taking pictures of them? Like, I'm so confused. Because, like, I don't know. Like, I barely see you. You supposed to be my best friend. Like, why you always kicking it with them? Why we ain't got no pictures, no recent pictures? Like, this is our freshman year. Why we ain't got no pictures? I'm just, girl, I'm finna go. Sis, don't leave. Let's talk this out. Like, I'm really trying to understand why you're so angry. So what I'm hearing is you feel like I like them more than you? Is that what's wrong? I mean, yeah, no. Girl, I don't know. It's just, I miss my best friend. I barely see you. And every time I pop up on Instagram or even TikTok, I see y'all. And it just made me feel some type of way. Oh, Marissa, girl, you know I love you. We've been best friends since second grade. And I hate that you feel like I'm choosing them over you. So, is there something we could do to try to fix this so that you don't feel some type of way? I mean, are you always gonna get out early on Friday? Girl, nah. The coach only let us go home early today because she's sick and she had to get home. So, but we got games on Friday, so you can come to the game. And after the game, we can have our weekend sleepover. So that Friday night, we can watch movies. We can get all the junk food that we can think of. Our Flamin' Hot popcorn, our Frito Hots. Girl, what'd you think? Okay, girl. I'm liking the sound of that. We can definitely do that. And then we can make those TikToks. Girl, you know that one I want. Yes, girl. That one I want to do. We can do all of that. Girl, yes. I love that idea. Girl, I know exactly what TikTok you're referring to. So you know we're going to do that one. Girl, I'm glad that we can talk this out. We came to a solution. And now we really can enjoy this Friday. Right, best friend? Right, girl. My bad for having a whole attitude or whatever, you know. I just don't want to feel like I was losing my best friend, you know. But I love you, girl. And let's watch this movie, okay? Okay. Yes, girl. And guess what? Mom's is bringing home crab legs too, so you already know we about to grab. Girl, yeah, go ahead and press start. I love you, girl. Girl, did you say crab legs? Oh, yes, girl. Got to call mom so she know I am sleeping tonight. Okay. Girl, yeah, let's go ahead and start this movie because you know Jordan Calloway fine self is in this movie, girl. You know that's my man. Yikes. Things got pretty heated between Latoya and Marissa, but I'm really glad that Latoya stayed calm, asked all the right questions, and then took some initiative to find out what was going on with Marissa and causing her to feel some type of way. In the end, they were able to exchange ideas for possible solutions and enjoy some much needed bestie time on a Friday night. Talk about a good Friday night, right? Listen, we have different relationships in our lives. We have significant others, we have best friends, we have coworkers, parents, a plethora of other relationships. And as I've stated earlier in this video, conflict is inevitable. It is going to happen. However, just because conflict arises does not mean we have to throw away these relationships. Make sure that you are implementing these skills that we reviewed today about making sure that you are staying calm, asking questions, finding out how each other are feeling, so therefore you can collaborate and exchange ideas for possible solutions. Thank you all so much for tuning in to all of the content that the B Project has created for you guys. I've had so much fun doing it. I do miss being in front of all of the students and being able to just be in the community, but we must remain safe during this global pandemic. Thank you so much, Girls Rock, for allowing the Family Place B project to be a part of your program this summer. And we hope you all are able to partner with us yet again next summer. Enjoy your summer, everybody.